What happened?
Well,
We're in jail.
Oh yeah.
I'll decide what to do with
Funny
this
story,
man
huh?
by tomorrow. Don't try anything stupid. You hear me?
You mean like this? And he just do something. Nah, that wouldn't be his. That would not be his.
Stupid's my
motif.
middle name.
Actually, no. It'd be more like, don't do anything stupid like this. It just fucking bends the gates.
flashback.
Way of that. So basically, what we're seeing here now is all the time we're in prison. He's like, and I will give everyone the heads up right now. I'm probably going to be cutting out some of the tutorial fights since we've seen plenty of that already. So here we're seeing like one of the first major events that Kenshiro ever had while in the Outland.
Oh, I hear it.
Which was he was hanging out with his fiancée Yuria.
Time to be alive. The age of might makes right.
When this dude that we already killed in the game, but you know, there's a flashback. This is when he showed up.
Strong can take what they want.
Even his gold, luscious locks are preserved in the flashback sequence.
Actually, real talk, if I could argue, and I can talk about this, this is a very classic scene for the anime that is almost, I think you almost watched this, I think you watched this very scene in the dang anime like 7 times already. Because they love calling on it. Because again, Shin was Nanto, we were Hokuto, and at the time, he fought with so much rage and power that when they first clashed, not even Kenshiro could match his energy.
Ouch!
So yeah, it was a pretty rough spot.
Don't worry, I survived that.
He will somehow.
Did you really think you could ever beat me?
If I could make one complaint about this game's pacing at the moment with this thing is, I almost think this should have been shown more towards the beginning before we killed this guy as our tutorial boss.
Right.
Yeah.
That does seem like very flimsy placing a sequence of events.
Right.
I apologize for all the shuffling in the background. I'm trying to clean as I'm recording this, so.
You're just playing, you're watching, you're fine. So, but this is also important to show off here because this moment right here.
Yep.
Yuria, tell Kenshiro how you love me.
I can't. If you kill Ken here, I die with him.
I recognize her voice.
So you'd rather die than say it.
I just need to poke him right in the chest.
And he has very strong fingers with that cutting Nanto stuff.
Logan,
guess-
that's the English voice actress for Sailor Star Healer.
I love you.
Ah.
What's that?
Oop.
Louder.
Oh, okay.
Basically, for those who haven't already caught on, this is how he got that, you know, star constellation scar across his chest.
Oof. Well,
Of
shit.
the 7 stars.
Way to rub it in.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
I
and that is
survived
how-
this.
I almost forgot that was Robbie Damon. So we have Tuxedo Mask and Love Sailor Star Healer.
It's okay. This is just my stunt double.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Pinstripe will live again someday.
I honestly forgot that was Robbie Damon.
I'll
Yeah.
also argue and say that I think the Japanese dub sometimes can have a little bit more emotion. I'll have Breath of the
I
Wild,
will agree with you there.
but again, that's how he got his famous constellation chest scar thing.
I can't lose you. Not again.
Well, here's hoping.
That really does not sound like him.
Now, let's break out of prison.
Oh, straight and to the point. And would you believe it? Not even that hard to do. Leave.
Wow.
Leave
Just
command.
leave.
Excuse me, guards. I will be leaving.
Dun 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 dun.
Huh.
Excuse me.
You know, we probably should have rethought that plan.
Just objective complete. Broken out of prison. Let
Wait,
us head on.
sure. You
I was
can
about to say,
bust
there
my
was a guy
jail.
back there.
Bust my jail too.
And yeah, no, if I talked to the other guy, he would have just allowed me to save. But I mean, we're in tutorial territory. I'm not in any danger.
Planning on busting out?
I've already did.
That's right. You got some real good timing.
Yeah.
The guards are just about to change, see?
Oh.
Right so. The exit's just down the hall there. If you hide, you might be able to catch the guard by surprise.
Uh-huh.
How good would you say Ken is at
So,
being
grab the keys and
inconspicuous?
toss them to me. Come on. You owe me
I
to tell
mean,
you all this.
Seely, does he have like a technique that allows him to make people forget they even saw him, or am I overthinking that?
I'll distract
I think he did once or twice.
I don't need
I feel like there was something where he.
Don't you remember,
Go ahead.
Logan? The way he did was that he grabbed the person by the shoulders firmly and gave him a kiss so extreme that it wiped out their memory.
No, you're
Yeah.
thinking of no, you're thinking of Superman.
Wait, that actually is what happens?
Yeah, in like the very early like Richard Donner films.
That's
That's how I was able to get Lois
Surprisingly
Lane to forget
passionate.
he was Superman.
that is very surprisingly passionate and dumb. Oh, okay, you know, I think we're about to see right here, like how this is how good he can be with inconspicuousness. Physically, absolutely not. He stands out like a damn sore thumb. With shoulder pads.
He's literally like a gorilla walking through the city.
We can get. You're lucky we didn't execute you on the. Huh?
Hi.
Excuse me.
What the hell did you do to him?
Turned him into a chicken. He'll be like that for the next 7 hours.
I erased his memory from the moment he saw
Yeah, he can just do that.
Okay.
He won't remember.
I assume it's like cutting off blood to the brain or something to like induce like a very small coma.
Or,
There's always
or
like some
something
sort of
like
weird...
a lobotomy to cause temporary amnesia.
I've learned
Maybe.
a little art that lets me
basically, like, it may seem like magic, like he's saying, but the series is more sci-fi than anything, so it's all, like,
Yep.
they do their best to try and explain science and stuff, like blackjack or whatever.
You won't
Makes
get
sense.
out. I'm not going to escort you, but if you think you can take the guards,
Sometimes I wonder if one of what was his name?
Tezuka?
Tezuka's works could benefit from a Yakuza style.
suit yourself.
I'm trying to think of, like, any serious... Like, blackjack maybe, like...
I mean, Blackjack's the
'Cause,
closest I can think of. Astro Boy's a big fat no because that's more action oriented.
Well, no, yeah, not only that, but, like, there are definitely stories that I think benefit from that cartoony style. Like Astro Boy, yeah, you need that nice innocence in Astro's face. You have...
Actually, speaking, well, actually, it's funny we bring that up because there was an Astro Boy game made by Sonic Team. It was okay.
Oh, okay. I think if I was to take any of his, I think if I was ever to take any of his works and turn into Tezuka style, also crap, guards everywhere.
Well,
I guess I would either go with maybe taking Blackjack or maybe taking maybe Phoenix or Buddha, but I don't know. Those ones. There was that one manga he did where the guy was blind, deaf, had all of his body parts removed by demons, and he had to fight demons to get
Dororo.
his... But then again, like I feel like with the young kid, but Dororo I could see maybe working like a Rurouni Kenshin kind of thing.
Which is funny because there was a Dororo adaptation released on PS2 made by the people that made the PS2 Shinobi games.
I'm googling that now. Blood Will Tell. Huh.
Yeah, Blood Will Tell. That was the name of the game.
Wow. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. It almost had like an early Yakuza kind of style to it. Huh.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the people from that subsidiary of Sega did go on to, form the Yakuza team. Hello,
Wow,
who are you?
Yes. Some of these boss battles actually look
I'm
kind of
such
pretty
a
cool in Blood Will Tell.
fool.
I'll look up some footage of it later.
You're too blonde to be my girl.
You remind me of someone I killed earlier.
I knew you were coming from the day from the moment you stepped foot on this rooftop.
I
Honestly,
remember
it just
this
kind of got awkward.
lady.
And... Yeah.
What are you doing here?
What are you?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I could ask you the same thing. No big deal, though.
What is
Oh,
our
yeah, she
what
is.
is our top of the line femme fatale
Aren't
type?
the stars gorgeous tonight?
No.
No.
I mean,
Stars?
more like,
You hardly ever see them this clear.
I mean, we're not gonna learn about it to the next part. But I mean, like, it's a trope,
They
and
are pretty
once I
bright.
can't say what it is because the
was
second
just
I even
enjoying
say the
the
character
evening
that
when I
she
heard
more or
someone
less is
nearby.
parallel to, you would immediately
So I
know
took
what's
a look,
happening.
and
Gotcha.
there you are.
But
So we'll keep the suspense
Now
for
I'd like to
now.
ask you something.
know that she's an important person,
What door you came out of?
and
Pretty sure that goes to the
she's gonna
prison.
give us some insight onto as
What
to
were you
how
doing
we
down
can do something about our
You don't
situation.
really look like a guard. You breaking out?
Is it that obvious?
Yeah, but don't tell
You know-
anyone. You have to pinky promise me.
Don't give me that look.
You know, I swear, like, I know it's not Grey Griffin, but her voice really sounds like Grey Griffin sometimes.
Couldn't stop you if I tried.
It does kind of sound like a more mentally stable Azula.
It does sound like a voice I've heard before. I can't pinpoint the name.
My name's Kisana, by the way.
Yeah, Kasana.
What's yours?
It's a bit of an odd spelling.
Kenshiro.
It took me a little bit to figure it out the first time.
Well, it's a pleasure. So, was I right?
Did you really break out?
But you have to, like,
I've heard there are
super,
guards
super
everywhere
secret
down
Popeye promise me
If you got
that you're not
past the
gonna tell
wall,
any of the
that's-
guards that I broke out.
Allegra Clark, and this is the only
came
role
to
she
Eden
ever
for a
voiced.
reason.
Okay.
Allegra Clark?
Oh wait,
She's voiced other
no, it
stuff.
isn't.
So I broke out.
Sorry, I was.
Do you mean like the only video
So
game
what's
role, or
this
the
big
only
reason?
like?
Oh my gosh, she was Princess Kakyu in Sailor Stars. So we have
no
another
idea what-
Stars cast member.
I have no idea what that is, but yeah, just what an amazing turn from like, oh, she's never done anything else. Oh my god, she was everything.
No, I mean yes.
Eden's a big place.
Then you
But,
teach me to jump good? No! I mean, yes!
yes. But
We still gotta do that game soon.
oh yeah, no. Best of luck with that though, because it's
It's really not a hard game. It's just, I mean, prepared for a lot of fighting.
I mean that's I never knew Samurai Jack to be one for diplomacy.
Well,
At least when
in
push
some-
came to shove.
In a way, he usually, I mean, to some degree he does, but if he has to, he will bring out the sword and just cut him to bloody ribbons.
Oh, she was Puko in
Excuse
Agretsuko.
What do you suggest I do?
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Oh, and here's something that Matt might like. She's Dorothea in Three Houses.
There is one
Oh.
thing.
Okay.
And she's
Okay, so anyways,
Sonya.
okay.
in
They hold these
Sorry.
gladiator games.
Sorry, we just now learned about the gladiator games.
Yeah. A big tournament in the Coliseum. over
Sorry,
in the middle of
I apologize. Everything else in that conversation was kind of just filler for developing the relationship right now.
the
But
inmates fight each
yeah,
other.
fortunately for us, this contest only happens once a month, but it's gonna happen tomorrow.
Then you get
Oh,
an audience
what luck
with
for
the
us.
ruler of Eden. You're even allowed to make
So
one
hooray!
request.
That could be our way to buy our way out of prison. Is fight to the death.
So,
I'll have my one wish.
if you really want to find this Yuria,
Man, why it's always fight to the death? Why can't it be like something stupid like?
Why can't
here,
it just be a
the-
tea
you-
party?
It's the
I was gonna say,
apocalypse.
Tifa-
What do you expect?
Well, I was like to really show like I was like okay, because hear me out here.
well,
You're
the
basically
games
looking at
only
all
once
of these
a month.
violent criminals
Not
and
really a
telling them,
gambler, but
we're gonna give one of you
seem
your
like a guy
freedom,
worth
but
betting on.
but you have to prove that you are the most violent and aggressive of all the criminals to get your request. Like I wouldn't. That seems like the exact opposite of a good
If you do
behavior
enter the
program
games, then-
and
What?
parole and stuff.
At the same time, though, I wouldn't be surprised if it was some sort of like it was just cute words that's hiding behind a Ponzi scheme.
I mean, yeah. I mean, as off the top of my head, the Ponzi scheme would be this is their way to cut back on the number of people in the prison.
The Gladiator Games. I'm a realistic fish head, and welcome to the this year's Gladiator Games.
So, yeah,
what is
as-
perhaps
so, yeah,
the
we
most
literally-
important day of his young life?
So here they're patting us down. So basically, we broke out of jail and then just walked right back in.
No way you broke out of
And it's like, okay, we're back in our
He's
cell.
gotta have something.
And they think we just blew our way out.
I bent the bars with my hands. You want to see me do it again?
I mean,
Ooh.
honestly, just let him. He's not
don't
really
know,
gonna
like-
kill any of you, at least right now.
Might be more dangerous.
I don't need to see it. You're a devil damn.
Just kill you
What was
right
again
Martial-
his case for being
martial
again?
art.
Martial arts. He hates martial arts.
You're a devil damn martial artist.
We can't punish them without
God forbid Ryu was in this universe.
But yeah, I could
Any
see
of the
something
Street
funny where,
Fighters.
Take him
but I could see a funny scenario where it's like, I bent the bars. Here, I'll fix them. And he bends the bars back so that the two guards are still inside the cell with him. They're like, let us out first.
I really wish that. Honestly, I do wish that was actually was what happened.
dangerous as this.
There again, like there is like I said, there are some parallels to Asterix in that how strong he is can be a joke in and of itself if used right.
Right.
He said he bent these bars with his bare hands. If we stick him in a regular cell, he'll just do it again.
And again. And
Which is
again.
why
Again.
we're gonna do the exact same thing.
And as he's saying, and again, Kenshiro just keeps bending the bars back and forth, and again, and again, and again.
Okay, now you're just being a show-off.
Want to see me do again? My current record is 72 times.
Why'd you let us arrest
Wanna
you?
see me do it with my
Why'd
feet?
you run? And why'd you come back?
I just want my girl, damn it. That's all.
Pretty
That is
much.
literally it.
Hell you
That is literally his entire motivation throughout this entire. Okay, except after what happened in season 1, then it was just he just genuinely likes to keep the peace.
hell? You're looking for someone?
I said that like 7 times before you arrested me, and while I walked here.
Favor. You want to ask me? After all the shit you pulled, you think you can get a favor?
Yes.
I heard about the
His
glad-
emotion didn't match his
would dinner
facial
be too
expression.
hard?
I want you to let me.
Would
fight
dinner
him.
be too out of the question right now?
What? How do you know about the games?
Last night when I left, I met a woman in the city. She told me I could win my freedom that way.
By the way, one of your guards in cell block D still thinks he's a chicken. I think I may have actually made a grave mistake with that one.
Yeah, if he starts pecking at you, it's nothing personal.
Fine. You're in.
The swelling will go down in at least 7 hours. I don't know, I'm just making
Prisoner wants
stuff
to
up.
enter, that's up to them.
Let us go into the games.
Is it kind of sad that, I mean,
Besides,
because, correct me if I'm wrong, in an earlier dub of Fist of the North Star, this guy, Ken was voiced by Lex Lang, right?
Yep.
Yep, way back when.
Kind of wish he was still voicing him here so we can make all the Cortex parallels we
tell
wanted.
them how the games.
I know.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah.
We can always make Tuxedo Mask parallels.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or Pinstripe, considering Robbie does voice him in that CTR.
Yeah, he
I
does.
just think, yeah, I always think, because the only freaking,
Just get tossed back in their cell.
the only Tuxedo Mask I could think of is just, the whole, my work here is done.
But you didn't do anything.
Still want to enter.
Sorry for being useless. But you did everything.
Okay, you heard him. We'll make sure you get your shot.
Either that or, because I forget if he was the same, I forget if it was the same voice actor way back when, Sealy, did Robbie Damon also voice Aladdin in the Viz dub?
You're talking about Sailor Moon, because I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I would remember him voicing Aladdin.
Don't call him Aladdin. I won't know what you're talking about. He's called the White Knight. Yes, he did.
The Moonlight Knight.
The Moonlight Knight.
Real
I
talk,
keep calling him Aladdin because he dresses up in a in like a, if I show you a snapshot, you'd be like, oh, Aladdin.
Real talk, when you were bringing up Aladdin, another thing I was thinking of was freaking this one anime called Magi, which I know there's a character in it named Aladdin, but I can't remember which one it was. I know there was I know the blonde one was Alibaba, and the big purple-headed king guy, that's Sinbad.
Right.
Double
No, yeah,
Damon,
it's like,
just Double Damon. Now that we made the comparisons, I actually
This
can
is
kind of
who
see
he
Robbie
calls
as-
Aladdin. I'm posting a screenshot right here.
fine, I'll put it there on the left. He's now Moonlight. And also there, really quick snapshot for now is there is Lynn and Bart from the show. They used to, or Bat as he said, they used to accompany us, but that's in stories that we're not seeing right now. So all that you're seeing right here are combat. These are more combat tutorials to tell us all about our new mechanics and a few other ways.
I'm sorry. I just suddenly, considering the fact that it's all quiet at the moment, I'm just imagining myself just applying the freaking Splatoon speak.
Or Animal Crossing.
Or Animal Crossing. Yes, perfect.
Anyway, just
Isabel, watch your language.
Anyway, just looking at the picture that CLA posted, I get less Aladdin from that, more Kazim if his outfit had all of the blue washed off it.
I have jerky.
Okay,
And yeah, I guess so. Not to mention, like, he shows up and they play this, like, Arabian music or something. I don't know. It just that was my immediate gut response and, like, what I thought he... Anyway. But... Oh, well. So... Now he's learning about, oh my gosh, the fact that bland jerky is all we have. This reminds me of welcome everybody to Fist of the North Star, the clip show. What we're seeing right now. This is when
I hate clip shows.
What was this, Celia? Was this like episode 2 when he met the man with the seeds?
Yeah.
Fought what was it? Was it Spade or was it Club?
It might have been Spade. I think it was Spade. Club was the one with the claws.
Oh, the big spiky guy who got his back bent backwards.
Is
Yeah.
it the Ace of Spades?
Heart's the fat one, and then what was Diamond?
Actually, was it Diamond or
Diamond.
was it Diamond or Spade?
Maybe it was Diamond we fought.
Yeah,
Basically, what we're talking about is that shit. The first like fiendish 5 of the entire story was they called themselves the 4 kings. So it was like card suits led by Shin.
Now to see this guy move his lips, I'm suddenly thinking maybe he's the real Scat Man.
Let me see if it does more lip syncing.
Now it's zooming out too far, but anyway. So again, I'm showing only these little story cutscenes because all that you see are more and more fight sequences, and I'd rather say that for the last part of this multi-part look at, which is a big gauntlet as we go through the Gladiator games.
Logan,
What's up, Sydney?
was it the guy with the eye patch?
I think
Because that was Spade. Spade was the guy with the eye
Okay.
patch.
I remember. Okay, and I just now remembered another moment that's really funny from Fist of North Star that I only brought up now was that there's a guy a little bit later into like the second arc. Who?
Yep, I was right.
he-
It was Spade.
Okay. He created an entire like form of martial arts, which just was him throwing dynamite at people.
Ugh.
To which Ken was like, "Throwing dynamite is not a martial arts," and the guy's response was, "Hey, whatever works."
Yep,
It's like
that's exactly what it was.
it's just like the show has fun. It's not all grim and bleak. Clearly it had to become a wide enough phenomenon for this game years after like Ken's Rage and everything else to be made to
But-
finally bring back.
but
Why are
the-
you making him sound like D to D?
There's a death in the series that's just I cried for a long time just because that death was
I
so
think-
unfair.
And I think that is an emotional like. I think that's I think that's the size of a good story is if it can have those light-hearted moments and still have genuine emotional like thing. Also, I keep thinking this guy's T-posing, but he's not. I almost think it's because his muscles are that ripped. He's like, this is as far as I can bend my arms.
I pity my own existence.
Help me, please. I'm too ripped.
I lost the feeling in my arms.
Seriously, if you see some of the models in this game, so is it out in a place like that? Okay, this is actually
Sorry for ruining
I was
this
to say,
character
I was
for you,
saying, no. When
Seeley.
hype does that, it really does make me realize, wow, these conversations are actually incredibly inconsequential. And if it wasn't just for the sake of me showing plot, there really was zero reason for me to show those. Like, it's just more development of yes, this world still sucks.
It stakes.
I was just trying my best to go off that gag you were talking about.
No, you're
No,
fine.
it's
You're
fine. No, I'm not mad.
I'm
It's just like,
having
it's
fun
like-
with it.
It's the game does have like a novel's worth of dialogue, and I'm not against it. I enjoyed reading and getting into this whole thing, but I will agree that if someone is not as invested in it, it is a little more difficult to get behind. It's why we have been trying to avoid really, really heavy story-centric stuff like anything made by Bethesda.
Yeah, Bethesda or Square with Final Fantasy or it's just stuff like that.
Or Rockstar to an extent. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna stop him.
I like to think we're pretty good at doing story-centric stuff, we got to have at least a decent amount of gameplay to go along with it. Otherwise, we'd be here forever.
Which
Right.
really makes me second guess us doing Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts is fine. Well, Kingdom Hearts,
Kingdom Hearts isn't really that long, like when you really think about it.
Right, and I can give it like, especially the first game, I can give it like at least 2 to 3 important points. Is that one, it's Disney, and we have good frame of reference to keep interested in that. Number two, it's almost all. Number two, almost every single Disney story in Kingdom Hearts 1 is original. Like I think somebody made the note of like how the first Kingdom Hearts game, it actually doesn't retread the movies as much as later Kingdom Hearts games do, where they literally just go through the whole movie's plot, word for word.
I think the one that comes the closest to that, unless I'm mistaken, was Tarzan.
Tarzan, and to a certain extent, Alice in Wonderland.
To an extent, but then they branch off or something else. But yeah. So sorry about us talking about that last bit there. So what we just saw there at the very end is that that was us officially deciding to go into the Gladiator games. We walked out, and so yeah, join us in the last part of this grand little venture in which we will be participating in the Gladiator games and finishing off this major first arc of the story.
All those months of waiting will finally be worth it.
Toodles.
Woomy.